What up, fam? Okay, so today I brought Amir on, and Amir, he is successful in his own way, starting the real estate game since October 2017, and have been doing the whole fix and flip game and the buy and hold. And his company did over $3.3 million. So I'm bringing him on to share with kind of like I'm going to ask him everything that I have shared with you guys about the whole fix and flip game. Is it true? Is it false? How is he able to build up such a big fix and flip operations? And also, too, is why did he decided to join my Wholesale to Million inner circle? This is where we come together and to build, grow, scale, and automate your wholesaling operations and take it to six-figure a month. So, you guys, if you enjoy this kind of content, please show me and my guests some love. Boom! Smash that thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, be sure to, boom, smash that subscribe button. But Amir, welcome, bro.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me.
Hey, first off, man, I want to make sure, did I pronounce your name correctly? Because I'm bad with names.
It's okay. I am too, but you nailed it.
Okay, perfect. So Amir, man, a little introduction, man, a little background about kind of who you are, and then how did you got into the whole real estate game, man, and why did you got into the whole fix and flip?
Absolutely. So I actually started my career on a completely different path. I was a mechanical engineer. Went to school for 5 years. Worked in the industry for about 4.5 years. After some bumps in the road with my previous companies, decided to take a different route. Spent 6 months studying the real estate industry before I quit my job. And then in October, quit my job. Didn't have a penny of income coming in. I bought my first house, rehabbed it myself. Yep. 2,000 square foot house, rehabbed it off YouTube. So that was an adventure.
So wait, so Amir, yeah, sorry if I stop you here, but
No worries.
I want to put the piece and piece together here. So how did you bought your first house, even though you're dead broke, right?
So I had a lot of money saved up. I've been saving since middle school. Yeah, so I've been extremely frugal my entire life. It was about $160,000. I bought it cash. Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah. So 160,000. I put 25 into it, most of my own sweat labor, and then I rented it out for probably 3 years. I actually just sold it last year, doubled in price, so that was nice. But I was getting about 2,000 a month on that, and that's essentially what kept me afloat. First 2 years, it was tough. I added a couple apartment buildings here and there to the rental portfolio, and then started flipping.
Okay.
Fast forward to last year, we had probably $2 million in private money out in fix and flips. So as soon as we got something in, say we our biggest month was we did 250K in a month. Went right back out to another project. So it was very capital intensive, stressful dealing with contractors, cities, permitting. I mean, it just became a nightmare. I couldn't focus so much on the actual business itself. I was working too much in the flipping side. So in August of last year, I ended up just shutting everything down. I'm like, you know what? I'm done with this. I can't do it. I took 3-4 months break. I have a rental portfolio of about 14 units right now. So that's, I
Okay, nice.
So that was nice. So now I'm more focused on the wholesale side to acquire more rentals, just to build up the portfolio side. But yeah, man, I think we went through the same thing. And thank you for sharing your pictures and videos of your experience fixing and flipping. That was very similar to my life.
No, dude, Amir, dude, I'm so grateful, man, and so humble and so blessed, dude, to have you a part of the inner circle. And I think a lot of us in there, man, has experience, and I think that we all have something that we're good at and something that we're not good at. So I think it's definitely a great place to network with everybody in there, man. Now, Amir, you got 14 rentals. I got 14 rentals. You started out, same thing, was very frugal, save all your money. Because people ask me, Khang, so when you got into real estate, dude, did you start with zero? No, bro. Right? So
it's tough. You can't start with zero.
The thing is, Amir, like, people don't understand, right? So when I started, dude, I decide, I count the day that I started my life journey. 18 when I was dead broke, living in a shed. that's when, you know, the wife and I, just like you, man, we live extremely frugal, save up all of our money, everything, which is, you know, no credit card debts and everything. So when I got into real estate at the age of 27, right, dude, I leveraged the house that I bought. We bought our first house at the age of 23. Dude, you know, the whole Asian culture, you know, Amir, and I think a lot of you would probably can relate. Parents always tell me the American dream was get a house, paid it off, own no debt on your car, like be debt free, make a little, you know, make 50 to 100,000 a year, boom, you're all set, right?
Right.
So the whole thing I was brought up, man. So we work on paying off our house. So when we got into real estate at the age of 27, we leveraged the equity in our house to kickstart our real estate journey. We pay for mentorship. We used that equity to pay for mentor, for coaching. And then we got into real estate, and I got into the whole fix and flip game as well. So for those of you guys don't understand, it's like that's preparation meets opportunity. All these years that we've been working, grinding, and saving that money, and now the opportunity present, which is, you know, the real estate game. And then we leverage the money that we work hard for and save, and then we got into the game. We just got into the wrong game.
Hey, you know, there's a stepping stone and a reason that brings us to every opportunity in our life. I feel like me going into flipping gave me the financial cushion I needed now to do this. So, you know, everything happens for a reason. I don't think it was a mistake doing it. I mean, we had like 35% net profit margins on the company. So we were running lean. But the thing I didn't do is, which is why I joined the Wealth to Millions, is I didn't have the systems, processes, and procedures in place to make me have a long, you know, span and make it a sustainable business for a long term. So that's exactly why I joined. But for me, when I first started, I moved back to my parents' house. I didn't have anything. Man, I moved to my parents' house. For the first 2 years, I was making $19,000 a month. I didn't have anything. A month, a
How old were
year.
you?
A year. This is 27. I'm 32 right now.
Okay, you're looking good, man. So 27, had to move back with your parents.
That's when I quit my job as an engineer. So I was making six figures as an engineer, but I quit my job and had nothing. I was just living off savings. Yeah, it was tough.
Dude, wait. So Amir, why did you, dude? So one is, how did it feel at 27? Quit your job. Now, first I want to ask you, dude, why did you quit a six-figure job?
I knew this wasn't a sustainable path for me for my entire future. I mean, it got to the point where, to give you kind of an idea, I was on salary. So I was working my 8 to 5. I would go home. I would sleep for an hour and then get back up at 11 p.m. and work from 11 to 3 a.m. And then I did this for 3 months straight. When it came time to get a raise for my job, they actually told me they would have to reduce my salary. So I was like, okay. At that point, I put in my 2-week notice. I was like, I'm done. It was tough, man.
Dude, man, I hear you, bro. Dude, Amir, man, I can relate to your story on so many levels. Bro, I remember, and for those of you who listen, I want to share with you how corrupted an employee mindset is. I went through this. You know, Amir, so my first JOB was, you probably know, $8.50 an hour. So every single quarter, right, what they do is when you're new into the company, they bring you on. So every single quarter, right, they actually evaluate how you do. So for those of you who don't understand, like everything that I was learning, like everything. Okay. So everything that was going with me at the JOB, Amir, I use that now to kind of like what we need to do with our employee. So when they're new into the game, right? Every single month we'll meet with them, see how good they are. Then if they improve, it turns to every quarter, and then it's every 6 months, and then every year. So we sat down, and then we'll evaluate how their performance is. And that's exactly what they did with me when I was working there. And did you know, bro, I lost sleep for one night because I was thinking, dude, I was laying there thinking, how can I go in there and ask for a 25-cent raise? Could you imagine, bro? Dude, the whole entire night, Amir, I couldn't sleep. I was up thinking, like, what do I need to do? How do I need to pitch it? How do I need to say this to get a 25-cent raise? So because they gave me a 10 cents raise, and I wasn't happy with it, because I said, dude, I put in a lot of work, right? And you told me that you would pay me more, right? So I wasn't happy with the 10 cents, dude. So I lay there and think, how can I get it? It's so corrupted, man.
I went through the same thing at Home Depot when I used to work there when I was 18. They gave me a 15-cent raise, and I was so mad because they didn't give me a 50-cent raise.
Bro,
I remember it, man. That was
so the thing is, Amir, the thing is, that when they gave us a raise, it's never even. I don't know why, bro, but I hate odd numbers. So they would give me like, I don't know, man, $10.47. I was like, what the F, dude? Why can't you make it $10.50?
That 3 cents is a make or break, man. It's
yeah, absolutely. All right, Amir. So now let's talk about your fix and flip business, man. So how was it the first year that you got in to the game?
First year was tough. Honestly, I didn't have any, we weren't doing any outbound marketing. I got my license as a realtor, so I was only sourcing deals off the MLS. So the first year I did maybe 2, maybe 3, and then we scaled up to 5, 6, and then last year we did 10. But the reason we only did 10 last year is because we were looking for 6-figure spreads and above. And mind you, in my market, I'm in Southern California. Our purchase price, our average was about 1 to 400,000. So the ROI on that's huge. There was a property we purchased for, it was $315. We put 40 into it and sold it for $625.
Damn.
That was one flip. So we were really focusing on those the high spread profits, as opposed to just doing, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 spreads. We have a team of contractors that would power this out, but we didn't want to overload them or look for other contractors too. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Amir, I can sit here and I can tell you, bro, you probably make one of the best decisions was to stop the whole fix and flip back last year.
Yep.
Because let me tell, dude, I don't know if you know what's happening in the market, in your market, but I went to CG and some of these, dude, the guys that are in there, what they do is they focus on building high-end new construction. And guess how much he lost in 2022? Like he saw his bank account, dude. He saw his bank account, $5 million in the bank, boom, down to $1 million. Lost $4 million.
That's insane. Yeah, new construction's taking a huge hit. I mean, I've even seen some builders that are actually slowing the progress of new construction developments so they can offload previously completed homes so they don't oversaturate their market. It's insane. And then now they're just sitting on it.
Yep. Dude, so I think, bro, you were super smart that you pulled the trigger, because I believe that especially the high end, man, the high end home, those that wants to get into the high end home, dude, when the market was appreciating really quick, dude, you make a ton of money from it. But bro, when it start taking a dip, those are the one that gets hurt and gets wiped out the quickest, the first.
Absolutely. Yeah, in our market, we're looking at a 20 to 30% decline in the luxury market already. Insane.
Dude, so I don't know how you knew, bro, but it's almost like you're in and then you're out like at such a good time.
Yeah, well, I noticed it since June of last year. I noticed the buyer traffic for our flips, the traffic started diminishing probably by 30, 40%. And then I told everybody, I'm like, listen, guys, by August, we had everything shut down. We're like, this is not sustainable. So we stopped our purchasing in July, wrapped up our last flip in August, and then shut everything down.
Dude, so smart, man. Dude, Amir, do you have any Airbnb, bro?
That I do not. Just for the management intensive side, it's a lot. I have a couple friends that do Airbnbs. One of my friends has 6 active properties. He's paying about 25% in management fees, which is pretty steep. But that is, for me, I like the peace of mind. I don't want people calling me, and like, oh, there's a repair here, a repair there. Long-term tenants for me is just more like, okay, I can kick my feet up a little bit.
Gotcha, Amir. I would have to eventually as we go along, bro. I will convert you, right? I will convert you over Airbnb, because I'll tell you what. Because so the wife and I, we got an Airbnb in Arizona. Her assistant runs everything, dude. Everything was unautomated. Like she doesn't even touch it. Really? And all you need is just one person. Like once you have the systems down, dude, a lot of my CG guy that's in my mastermind, Amir, they're converting a lot of their long term into like Airbnb. But we can talk about that because I think once you see how it is, you'll be like, bro, this is easy. So the thing with the Airbnb to me is almost like a hotel. People go there, they stay for a few days. They don't really destroy your property. But hey, just like any business, right? Once in a while, you will come across somebody that will. But it's I would say it's more rare. Long-term rental, right? They go in there, they settle down, they move their stuff in. Typically the turnover, they move out, boom, right? Dude, a lot of times you spend 20, 30, G's just to renovate the property, depending on how bad it is, right? And all the profit, poof, just gone. But anyways, Amir, let's talk. So let's talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly about the whole fix and flip game, because every single one of them that hears me talk about the whole fix and flip, and this is what I get DMs or comments like this, Amir. Khang just wanted everybody to wholesale. He doesn't want nobody to fix and flip and he's lying about the whole fix and flip, how headache it is.
Oh, it's true, man. It's true.
Amir, am I right that the first few years into the whole fix and flip game that you make, dude, that you are broke majority of the time, that you don't see the money?
Hardly any of it.
Right, because dude, once you finish up the flip, it goes out to the same or bigger project.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you never really see the money in the bank unless you're like Amir, you're 4, 5, 6, 7 years into the game. That's when you really see it. But your first few years, man, it's like, boom, in, out, in, out, in, out.
Yeah, especially it's really hard to find people when you're new to give you that kind of money in like private money lenders.
Yeah.
Hard money's not going to touch you if you don't have at least 6 to 8 months in experience. No bank's going to lend on these properties because they're destroyed. Yep. And you think someone's going to go and write you a $500,000 check when you've never flipped a house before? Come on.
Come on, man.
No way.
So Amir, how did you raise private money?
So I leveraged a lot of the properties that I already purchased. So by year 3, I had 2 apartment buildings, about a couple houses. So I used those as collateral to do private money. So I would have like grant deeds or promissory notes against the other properties. So I would always guarantee their money back. Thankfully, I never lost money, knock on wood. So that was a plus, but just to give people that extra assurance after that initial promissory note, I've had investors with me for 3-4 years that they don't need any kind of, I have investors, no paperwork. They just give me hundreds of thousands of dollars and then they get a check every month. Yeah. So
nice.
But initially it's a lot.
Gotcha. Bro, dude, Amir. So I want to go back to at the beginning where you say, everything happens for a reason, it's like a stepping stone. And I agree with you. So when even though I got into the whole fix and flip game, looking back, I wish I would have started wholesaling, but that fix and flip game, man, taught me so much. So when I got into wholesaling, it was easy, right? I've already built up networking with other buyers already investing in my area. I already know how much construction work because I've done it. So when I evaluate rehab costs over the phone with the seller, it was a piece of cake. Oh, you need a kitchen, it needs a bathroom, it needs a roof, it needs this, it needs that. Boom, I was done, right? Amir, could you believe this, man? When I got in and we did a flip on one of my rental, it was a flip, my first flip. My contractor calls me and said, "Hey, Khang, I think we need to replace some shingles." I didn't know what shingle was, but then I also didn't, dude, Amir, I also didn't want the contractor to take advantage of me because I didn't want them to think I'm new into the game and take advantage of me. So this is what I said. I said, why don't you send me over a picture? All right. And then I'll decide. And then I said, oh, honestly, damn, okay.
Well played, though. Well played.
Yeah. So he sent me over the picture. I said, oh, shit. So it's those little piece on the roof. Okay, gotcha. But yeah, man, like when I got into the game, like I didn't have any like vocab, like I didn't know what vinyl window is. Like to me, it's window, either new window or old window. But you tell me that's aluminum, that's vinyl, I couldn't even tell. Like I wouldn't even know, right?
Hey, I was the same way too. So trust me, we all started somewhere. Actually, I was for the first year, I was doing the majority of the rehabs with my contractors.
Oh,
I was on the roof replacing the roofs. I was under the crawl spaces, under the houses, replacing the plumbing. So that's how I actually became a General B contractor. So.
Damn. Okay, bro. I mean, we can sit here and go on for days, dude.
That's fun, man. Our stories,
bro. Amir, I'm gonna have you tell you. I need you to tell one of your like your. Do you have like a nightmare story?
Oh, my first flip. Oh man. So,
Let's hear it.
okay. So first flip, it was actually in Joshua Tree, California. We purchased the property for 105. We did a complete renovation inside. With my engineering background, I decided, my first flip, I'm going to do an ADU, ground up ADU. So what did we
Okay.
do? We do a 500 square foot ADU on the back. Needless to say, we had to revise plans 3 times. Took us 3 to 4 months just to get plan approval. We went through 2 guys for a foundation. First guy took our money and then ended up flaking. We ended up getting our money back, thankfully, with the contractor's board. We took us 6 months just to do the rehab and do the construction with permitting. So turnaround time, we're about 8 to 9 months into this project. I didn't know what I was looking for to hire a realtor. Hired a realtor. She took another 7 months to sell the house. Everything's new in this house. So we're about a year and a half. My investors have about $160,000 into this house, 170,000, and they're like, "Okay, what's going on? You're supposed to return our money in 12 months." They're getting antsy. Finally, the contract expired with the realtor after 7 months. We went and gave it to another realtor. 18 days he sold the property. So it took us a year and 8 months to sell the property from start to finish. First flip. We ended up making 6 figures, $100,000, but compounded over the year and a half, it was nothing.
Right.
Yeah, I drove past that property today, and it still gives me nightmares.
Oh, dude. Okay,
Oh
bro.
man.
Most of my people are not into the game. Like you guys just don't understand. You watch the HGTV, and the only way that I can tell you this, because I've gone through it from experience. I didn't just read a book. I didn't just go onto YouTube, watch a video, and then all of a sudden create video telling you guys how horrible the fix and flip game is. My mentor. All right. When I first pay for my mentor, he took me to. He does a lot. He does probably 150 flips a year. And I thought this guy was the most badass because I was like, damn, it's so sexy, right? Bro, until I get in it and I say, oh my God, he wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, right? And then he didn't end work until like sometime 11 p.m. at night. Dude, constantly on the phone dealing with like everything I told you guys. And when I was in Collective Genius, some guys and gals in there that also flip massive volume. I mean, listen, if you want to do 1 or 2 flip a year, no problem. You can have fun with it. But when you want to turn into a profitable business where you can continuously pumping out these, dude, it's a headache. Getting Harmony lender coming after you. Hey, Amir, tell me if I'm wrong, okay? You have Harmony, man, at 10 to 15% going after you. That's interest only every single month. Imagine, Amir, how much money are you paying to like these private lender per month, man?
Tens of thousands. Yeah, tens of thousands of dollars every month is going out. So if we didn't turn these things quick, we would lose just huge chunks in our profit margin. So our average turnaround was anywhere from 10 to 40 days to flip a property. And this is a complete reno. And I was on those guys too. So yeah, it's expensive, man.
Dude, hell yeah. Like people like the whole HGTV, you guys don't understand that they don't really care about the fix and flip. They don't really make their money from the fix and flip. They don't really care. They make their money from the TV show, baby. Like, what do you guys understand? And so, a lot of like when I first got into CG, there was not a whole lot like wholesaler in there, Amir. Bro, now a lot of the whole fix and flip, bro, they're adding wholesaling as one of their tools. They're unloading anything that are major rehab. Understand that major rehab, right? You can make a lot of money from it, but man, it could take a lot of time. You could end up with negative, not making any money or even losing money. So what they do is they cherry pick. So now every single one of them in my mastermind. So those of you who are new into the game, who are like, oh man, dude, I want my first fix and flip so bad, right? Boom. They hand you that nightmare, bro. It's game over. Dude, it's game over.
You could lose everything in one property.
Dude, it's and Amir also too is, am I right? The time and the energy just suck from you every single day.
I cannot tell you how many sleepless nights I've had just thinking, oh my God. We opened up a wall one time The
Yeah.
entire shear wall had termites. We had to remove the shear wall. That was another $10,000-$15,000. We were $2,500 away from going over our budget already on this property. I was like, here we go. Here we go.
Dude, Amir, honestly, man, I wish I would have met you when I was first starting out too, bro. We would have just been on the phone and just have a good time, man. And I wish at that time, man, I would have got into social media, because if I would have documented the journey that I had to go through, bro, a lot of you would have to see it to be like, okay, Khang, you know what? I want nothing of that piece. Now, Amir, contractor. I'm not saying all contractor are bad, so don't get it twisted. But let me tell you, dude, majority of these contractors just getting out of prison. They're drinking on the jobs. They're smoking. They're doing all kinds of stuff, dude.
Oh, I had a guy. We came to a job site one time, and he had slept in the house. I was like, get out of here. I picked him up, picked his tools out, kicked him out of the house. He had been living in the house. We go and check on him every week. He was sleeping in the house the whole time. There's beer cans everywhere. He didn't do anything. I'm like, and then he had the audacity to ask me for money when I was kicking him out.
Oh, dude.
I was like, oh man.
Bro, so the neighbor calls me. The neighbor called me on one of my contractor and said that they were smoking weed. They're like, I was like, oh my God, like what's wrong? Like, and then also too, dude, one of the contractor, Amir, threatened me, told me that he has already finished the job. And I came out there right. It wasn't done. He said, dude, I'm done. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm done. Pay me. And he brought his friend with him, and they were threatening to beat me up. Like, either pay me or you're going to get your ass kicked. And I say, you know what? It's not worth it. Right? Right? Now, to me, dude, to me, man, it's not about fighting with them being who's right, who's wrong. To me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's right or who's wrong. What matters, how can you make the situation become small and the problem become none. So let's just say you stand up, you fight them, you win. Great. Good for you. Boom. You drive off from the house. The house is almost done, dude. They take a rock, throw it in all your windows.
Yep.
Guess what happened? Okay, so what, you got insurance, dude, but the time you still got to pay your harmony. You still got to pay your private money, dude.
So you end up losing anyway. Yep.
Yeah. So, dude, just be smart. Just calm down, eat it up, suck up your ego, man, and just get it done, man.
Yeah, 100%.
But anyways, Amir, let's dude, there's got so much stuff to talk about. But Amir, man, now you're focused on wanting to build a wholesaling operations, man. So, Amir, what is your goal, and why did you decided to join the Wholesale to Million Inner Circle, man?
So my goal is to set up systems, procedures, teams, oversight. Essentially, like the main thing that drew me to your academy and your business model was the automation portion and hands-off. I've been in it for 5 years now. Seems like 20, and I'm done, man. I want to step back. I'm exhausted. I was doing 100-hour weeks for years, and people see I didn't buy a nice car till last year, and so everything I had I saved. So now I'm ready to just, take a little break. I'm okay with working, 50, 60-hour weeks, totally fine. But I really want to step off. If I can make 100, 150K, a month passively, cherry pick good rentals here and there, single family, small multi, I'm okay, man. I don't need 50, to $100 million every year. I want to say simple. People are going to give me crap about it. But if I can make a couple million a year, I'm happy.
Amir, honestly, bro, I have so much to relate with you. I have no desire of making 100 million a year. Like I absolutely have no desire. I absolutely have no desire of buying a jet, because I'm a car guy. But the thing is, like, dude, the cost of the jet. Oh, dude, what car did you buy?
I bought an M8. I'm gonna definitely get up to your 812 though. That is super fast. Is nice, man.
Dude, but that M8 is pretty sick. Hey, why don't you send me some picture?
Absolutely.
I want to check it out, dude. But Amir, like, dude, I have no desire. Like Lon and I have no desire. So right now, man, our ultimate goal is getting to that $1 million a month net. But I don't want to put in any more time, right? I love the time freedom that I got. Lauren and I be able to travel, do whatever we want, whenever, wherever. I have no desire. Like when you see all these people out there building business, you gotta, because you know what I realized when I got into the game, that the more you want, the more sacrifices that you have to make. A lot of you don't understand what it takes to become a billionaire.
Yeah.
So, dude, I get kids or 18, 20, Khang, I'm going to become the next billionaire. You just don't know how the amount of sacrifice, the amount of stress that you would have to go through to be that. $100 million company, 200, dude, it's just so much. Sometimes, dude, it takes up your whole entire life that all you do is just build, and then boom, you look back, you look back, you really haven't enjoyed life. So for me, bro,
yeah,
dude,
my brother's worth 300 million. We never see him.
Yeah. But for some of you, you like that.
Yeah, I mean, he has nice cars, he has nice things. He sees me and the family, me and the parents. Their parents are getting a little older, so now I'm taking care of them, helping them with. They're going to sell their house, downsizing. Yep. They're looking for a new, like things like that. I'll help them with. He barely talks to them now, so
damn.
Yeah, it's tough.
Tough. Amir, man, I am, dude. I'm on the same page with you, man. Just creating a life of freedom. And for those of you who's watching this, I need you to understand this, okay? Because a lot of times, if you don't understand, you just be guessing. Instead of guessing, why don't I just tell you? You know what's bad? When you can buy the car, the house, whatever it is of your dream, and when you sit in and you drive it, and you don't really enjoy the moment because you think about all this drama, prima donna, all the fire that you have to put out, or whatever it is. Honestly, man, it's really not worth it to me anyway. Dude, I want to be able to drive there, sit there, smell the fresh air, breathe, and just enjoy it, man. And that's the kind of business that that Lon and I built, and it took us. Dude, it took me a while to realize that that's what I wanted in life, Amir. Because when I was going through like the whole, fix and flip game, dealing with the contractor, the city, the permit, I thought, Amir, to me, this is what I thought success was, because this is how my mentor is. I want my phone to nonstop blowing up, because you know why? I want to feel important. I can't even feel. I want to feel, Amir. I want to feel important, right? So I was like, man, when my phone ring, dude, right? And I thought success was, grinding 12, 13 hours a day and big office space, lots of employee. That's what I thought success was. But you know what? I was sold on someone else's life, someone else's dream. But my dream, dude, the wife and I, dude, and when we got into the whole thing, Amir, Lon and I said, Khang, you quit your job. We got into real estate. We shut down our little hair extension kiosk. What did we really want, Khang? And we both said we wanted freedom, and we're like, well, real estate's going to make us a lot of money, but we also in it because of all this, time freedom that people said. And Lon and I was like, well, dude, now you're waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You're dealing with the city, the contractor. Khang, where's the time freedom? And where is the money, right? Where's the money? And the thing is, Amir, people don't understand this. Majority of the time, real estate investor, if you ask them, you will see they're either property rich or cash poor, or they're cash rich and they're property poor. It's really rare that you find someone with balance, where they have good amount of cash, they good amount of property. It's really rare, but they're there. So Lon and I was like, dude, this is not what we want. And that's when, we got in and we figured the wholesaling. We're like, dude, this is it. This is the life. Virtually built them, boom, travel the world, have no string attached, no headaches, no nothing. And yeah, man, so that's when I realized that's the type a business that I want, the life that I want. So for those of you who's watching this, listen to me. Social media, it can be something where people put stuff, obviously, only what they want you to see. So when you see people posting stuff, don't say, oh, that's the life that I want to build. You don't know that, because you don't know what's behind the screen. And when I got exposed to what's behind the screen, that's when I say, nope, sorry. I don't need to make 20 million a month. Sorry, bro. You can have the 20 million, keep the life that you want. Me, I'm good. But a lot of times we don't know until we see other people that are successful, that are like where you want it to be, that are like they pull the curtain back. And Amir, that's the one biggest thing for me, man, being in Collective Genius, being in this mastermind. Because there are some very successful, guys and gals that's in there that are doing $1 million, a couple million a month, right? But when they when you understand their schedule and how much work and how much overhead that they got, some of them wake up, dude, with $100,000, $300,000, $400,000 overhead. Could you imagine, bro?
Yep.
$400,000 overhead. So if you don't bring in enough income that month, bro, like, I don't know if I want to wake up with that big of a chip on my shoulder, bro.
My brother's overhead is $1.2 million a month.
Yeah.
He has 130 employees in a huge office space. Yeah.
So
imagine
Amir,
if they have a bad month.
So Amir, let me ask you, man. Did you? So what did he do?
So he's in tech sales, so tech software. So
okay.
But he built his company. He's been in it for 11 years. He built his company from nothing. So
gotcha. Damn, dude.
Yeah,
now, Amir, did you ever ask him? Did you ever ask him that if he were to go back, would he change anything? Would he do anything different?
I did, and he loves his life. Yeah,
I see.
He's so enthralled. Yeah, he loves networking. He's met so many influential people. I mean, Robert Olson. Like, he's on a first name basis with all these people. He loves it. He gets a high off of it. So he just bought the Ghost Black Badge, the Rolls Royce. Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Third car. Yeah. And he's 30.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. He's younger than both of us, man.
Yeah, dude, that's impressive, man. Bro, I turned 39 this year, January, bro, and I was like, damn, dude. Bro, for those of you
how long have you been in it, though? You've been working for a while.
Bro, like the real estate game?
Mm-hmm.
I started when I was 27, so now I'm 39. What's that?
Years almost?
Yeah.
12.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm year 5 right now, and I'm not even, I'm aspiring to be, where you are, hopefully.
Dude, I think that you're going to be in a better spot, bro. But anyways, Amir, we're going to wrap this up, bro. And for those of you listen, if you want to join the inner circle, and the inner circle, I wouldn't recommend for those of you who's like new into the game. I think with Amir, dude, it's gonna be so easy, man, just to get you, just to build, grow, and scale that wholesaling operation, because you got the cash, you got the funds, you already know the whole thing already in real estate's game. This is just like a plug and play kind of deal. So for those of you, listen, we got people in there that have done 20 wholesale deal. Now they want to build that automation systems, team system process. I think a lot of solopreneur, that's kind of where they're stuck. They're doing everything themselves. All you do is you just create another JO to B for yourself. So if you really want to grow, scale, and actually buy back your times and live the life that you would really, really, truly want, of freedom, obviously, is you got to have system, process, and a team in place. And even though when you see people tell you that they travel the world and they still be able to make money, I'm telling you right now, when I first heard it, I didn't believe it was true. I thought that they were selling me some blue magical pills. But now that I'm here, I'm telling you guys, it is true. It does take some time, especially when you start out, you're new into the game, right? But this is for those of you, if you are already have the fix and flip, now you want to build more of a wholesaling operations, or maybe you have done, 5, 10, 15 deals already, and you want to get into the inner circle. Just go coachwithkhang.com, fill out an application, and get on the phone with my team, and we'll love to have you a part of it. But Amir, what are one last word that you want to say to the viewer, man? Anything you want to say, bro?
100%. If you're getting into the real estate game, don't expect you to make money quickly. It's going to be a long, hard process. You're going to have to grind, do everything, figure out everything yourself. No one's going to hand you anything. If you want the money, if you want the lifestyle that, Khang has, the financial freedom, put the work in. Also, don't complain. Find a way to make things work. I've heard so many people like, oh, how am I going to get the money? How am I going to go and, get bandit signs? How am I going to go do driving for dollars? If you have a car, walk. Go get a bike, like Khang says. Call people, call realtors. You'll find a way if you really want it. I came in here because I've been saving since I've been in middle school. Talk to people if you need to find some private money, but it's not a get rich quick scheme. Khang's not trying to sell you on anything that's that he hasn't already gone through. I've been in the Wealth to Millions for a week. I already have my systems. I have my first VA being hired. I have all my platforms already set up. It's good.
Let's rock and roll, baby. And Amir, I'm excited, man. I think the second quarter, we are going to set up a in-person event, dude. This will be my first event that we get to get all the inner circle come there. And for me, I'm going to do the event a little bit different than any other event. Like, I don't want the event where you go there and you listen to all these speakers comes on and yippee jappy selling you shit, dude. I want us to get down, look at your system, look at your team, you know, maybe listen to your VA, like action, like go in there, dive in, and just look at your thing and how we can improve it and make it happen, man. But dude, it's an honor to have you a part of the group, man. I appreciate you, Amir. And dude, I'm excited, man, and my team, man. 2023, let's rock and roll, baby.
Let's go get this money.
Let's go get this money, Amir. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, Khang. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, dude. Take care, bro. Well, okay, you guys, that's it. Once again, for those of you, listen, the inner circle is a high ticket items. It's not for those of you who's new. If you're new, check this out. If you're new to the game, just check out this free training that I got for you. Go to WTMclass.com. It's a 15-minute video where I break down the step, the process, and kind of share with you exactly how to get started today. Remember, nothing works if you don't. Dreams don't work unless you do, my friend. So that's it. But for those of you who's like, Khang, I'm just like Amir. I'm just like you. And I want to go into the inner circle. I've done deals already. I know exactly how to wholesale all that. But I'm just lacking on the grow, the scale, and the automations of the wholesaling business. Go coachwithkhang.com. Me and my team, we would love to work with you for the rest of 2023. It's a 12-month commitment that we're going to be together. And the goal is to help you take your game, your business, and your bank account, baby, to a whole nother level. Until next time, take care and ciao.